past, you had to work for a company. The big illusion that people live in nowadays, when you have a large corporation, you say, you need to work for me. It's not true. In the past, I did have to work for a company. Why? There were 5 or 4 specific reasons. First, the corporation had the money. They had the funds. To do what? Marketing, sales, education, distribution, and production. So there you go. They had the money. They had the production facility or office where you could do your job. Then they had the sales team, the gentleman you see on the right side, the very trustworthy man. And of course, they had the logistic capacity to distribute the product or service. What has happened in the meantime is very interesting. There is 5 freedoms, and they are the following. The first freedom we have today is freedom of education. There seems to be another illusion that today you need to have education, MBA, you need to come from a great university. That is sort of true. Allow me to explain why I'm saying sort of true. If you think that an MBA is actually worth a lot, well, no, it's just 3 letters. And depending from which organization you have acquired that, you will either have quality or you will not have quality that will be bought. So information by itself can actually be acquired for free, for example, from a location called YouTube. If you think about it, YouTube at the moment downloads over 20 hours of new footage a minute, and the tendency is climbing exponentially. Of course we can say today, well, look, YouTube, funny cat, you know, tricks with turtles, guy playing guitar, that's not interesting. I totally appreciate that. But think about the following thing. If only 10% of every 20 hours that is downloaded is interesting, stimulating, and free, top quality information, that is all there, then every hour, literally several hours of fantastic information is being downloaded. What does that right now mean? It means the following. You can find everything and anything you need to know for free on the internet. As a matter of fact, even the way we train, teach, and learn will change completely. The future of our schooling system is in danger. Why? How many of you liked going to school, honestly? Really like going to school? Well, we've got a few. How many of you actually did skive? You know, skive means going away from class. There's a few honest people in the room. One of them is going, it's me. Yes. The truth is that most people out there today who are working as a teacher in a company live in the delusion that they have to work for the money. If you truly ask people, why do you do what you do? Most people say, I have to. No, you don't have to do anything. So you say, why do you do that? They pay me. Okay. So listen up to the following. 21st century looks like this. This man is Sal Khan. Have you ever heard of him? Anybody? Sal Khan? Nobody? One person? Wow. 2 people. Thank you. Sal Khan did the following thing. He's actually a mathematical genius, a guy who used to work in Wall Street, a quant. And so what he did is some of his nieces and nephews, they were not so good at chemistry and physics. So he said, okay, I live in city A, they live in city B. How can I tutor them and help them? So he put up a free video on YouTube, a tutorial for his own family on YouTube. Interestingly enough, people saw it, they liked the way he explained physics and chemistry. How about that? All of a sudden, a topic that definitely me hated in high school became very approachable. This thing took off like a rocket ship. By now, this man is actually the most sought-after teacher in the world. And he teaches via video. So right now, this man will make many teachers homeless, breadless, and incomeless, because eventually, results will count more than title. Interesting so far? So what happens is that it's going to get even worse with education freedom. This man is called Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is one of those snowplows. This man is a co-founder of a website called PayPal. I think you might have used that. This man has looked at the education system as it is, and he says, it's broken. We're sending our children to schools to learn from people who don't like doing their job, 80% of them. They do it to make an income to pay their mortgage. That is not correct. That is not right. So what he does right now is says, I want to destroy the school system as it is. How is he going to do it? His message is the 20 under 20 movement. He will pay each year 20 children, 19 years or younger, $100,000 if they have a great business plan, if they start a company, and if they leave school. The message here is there's nothing to learn in school. So that's education freedom. Next thing, in the past again, the question was, okay, I do have a great idea, but how do I market my idea? How do I approach the market? How do I communicate with the market, excuse me? Well, yeah, that was before internet, but we all have become self-marketers. YouTube, Blogger, Facebook, Twitter, that's just the beginning. So one of the important questions I always ask everybody, can I find you in a blog? So how many of you have your own blog, honestly? I'm not going to send it to a museum, I just want to know. Own blog. My goodness, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 people out there. Do you know that if I cannot find you on a blog that you actually did? Now you can say, that's unkind, Roger. Maybe your company has a policy that doesn't allow you. The fact is this, to understand Gen Y and what's going to happen in the world, the first thing that I plead, ask, beg you to understand is you have become your own brand. Am I asking you to brag? No. I'm asking you to share information that will help yourself and help the world. It's not about bragging. It is about actually sharing very helpful information that will lead to the next thing. First of all, you become visible to the world, the company, and if you are hiring people, for example, to these people. The most important question young people will ask that are smart, why should I follow you? But if you say, I am company X, they go, no, 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 no. Not the company, you. And if you don't have an answer, they won't follow you. If you don't have a YouTube video to expand the knowledge of the world, really support and help, you don't exist. Nobody knows you. Nobody will follow you. So the next thing is this. Have you ever dreamt about starting your own company? Is that possible? Possible. 20th century, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, we still had to create funds. Like, oh my God, I don't have money. I have to go to the bank. No money, no luck. Then there was the rise of the venture capitalists. So you don't even have to go to the bank anymore. There's angel investors and venture capitalists. Today, you don't even need that. There's websites like Kickstarter.com. You have a good idea, you put it on the website and say, hey, who wants to fund me? You, me, we all can go on the website and choose an idea and say, I like Jimmy's idea. I'll put $50 there, $100. It's called microfinance for startups. Why am I sharing this with you? The big message in the battle for talent is, again, why should I work for you if I'm truly brilliant? And if you don't attract those brilliant people, there's no future for your company. So these are the things that we really need to take a long, hard look at. Production freedom, very simple. Alibaba, you've got a great idea, a product idea, you have got your microfinancing, you know how to blog, you know how to create a YouTube video, then you go to Alibaba and find a production. You don't need to own a factory, finished. You've got your own product, done. How to sell? Very simple. It's called the button that doesn't work. So here we go. Distribution. We all know how it works. The truth is that today you can make money from your living room with a great idea.